All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Kenny and Ziska. Appreciate you tuning in. I've got a great episode lined up for you guys today. If you haven't been following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc., I often do live videos, and what I wanted to do today is share the audio from one of those live videos with you today. I try to take the most popular videos that I've done, extract the audio, and share it with you here on the podcast, so that you don't have to go around hunting on Facebook to find these very raw and kind of off the cuff, non-rehearsed, non-scripted episodes that I do. So I hope you guys enjoy these episodes that I share with you guys. But before we get into today's episode, just have a very quick reminder, actually a couple reminders for you guys. Number one, if you haven't already done so, would appreciate it if you take the time to go over to iTunes. Made it easy for you guys. Just go to kenyanziska.com/iTunes. Take you right to the page where you can leave a review, leave a rating, subscribe to the show, and also if you know of someone who would benefit from hearing the various strategies, mindset, the tools, whatever it may be, whatever we talk about here on the podcast, if you know someone who would benefit from listening to it, would appreciate it if you share it with them. Would appreciate it if you got the word out about what we're talking about here. So secondly, if you want to take these strategies and tools and really implement them and need the guidance and the accountability to do so, we have a couple opportunities for you guys to do that. First is our mastermind. This is a tight-knit group of guys who are doing the work necessary to implement these various strategies that we talk about here on the podcast into their lives so that they can get the results, build the discipline, regain control over their time, and live life on their terms. You can apply to be a part of our mastermind program, the Infinite Results Mastermind Program, at kenyanziska.com/results. But if you want that one-on-one accountability, want to work with me on a very deep level, and want customized solutions, don't want that cookie cutter BS that a lot of people are pushing these days, I encourage you to apply to be a part of my discipline coaching program. This is an elite program, exclusive program, very limited with the number of clients that I take on with this program. So you can apply at kenyanziska.com/discipline. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode. How's it going, everyone? Happy Friday. Back from my epic visit to Disney for my very first time there. Was actually a little nervous about all the crowds and the hecticness of getting around such a large complex of theme parks, but I actually really enjoyed myself. Disney, they got that stuff on lockdown, how they get people from place to place. And all right, I'm back. I was just bullshitting about Disney. But anyways, what I wanted to chat with you guys about today is comparison versus competition. And a couple weeks ago in one of the other masterminds that I participate in, we were discussing, that comparison is a game you're going to lose, and that comparison is a bad thing. And I say to that is, what I think about that is that's true to an extent. And you do need some sort of comparison. You do need some sort of barometer to measure yourself up against something. And sometimes that may be another person. Sometimes that may be some of your past performance. That may be any number of things. And there is a healthy amount of comparison that we do, and I believe that's called competition. We do it in sports. We gamify a lot of things that we do on a day-to-day basis. The sales people do it. Any number of people turn things into a competition, to a challenge, to gamify whatever they're doing. And yes, Rick, we do need some sort of barometer. And you can't help but compare yourself to someone. There's the classic phrase, what would Jesus do? We compare ourselves to these iconic figures in history, and there's definitely some certain behaviors that we try to emulate, from those people that we look up to. And I think where the line, at least for me, and I'd be curious to hear other people's opinions on this, so make sure you drop that, sorry, I got a EMS vehicle going by me here. But where I draw the line is your intentionality about how you're going about comparing yourself. If you're blindly going on social media and seeing what your neighbors are up to, comparing them, oh, they just bought a new car, or they just bought a new house, or they got this fancy new gadget. That's when it becomes unhealthy, when we have no sort of intention, we have no sort of game plan, for lack of a better term, to go about measuring ourselves. We're just going about it randomly and without any sort of structure about it. But if we take a step back and put some serious thought, some serious put it into a game plan as a way for you to measure your progress along the way, I think that's a healthy healthy comparison. And I call that a competition. I call it, you can call it anything you want, but there is a healthy amount of comparison and competition. One can go about their lives doing, and not have it be a harmful thing, something that causes depression and anxiety, etc. So that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about today, guys. Again, be curious to know your thoughts on where you kind of draw the line between a healthy amount of comparison versus an unhealthy amount. Where does it cross the line for you? If you simply enjoyed hearing what I had to say here, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. Share this with a friend or family member who might need to hear this message. And if you want to explore this topic or any of the other topics, or simply get to know me a little bit better, feel free to schedule a connection call with me. You can do so at kenyaziska.com/call, and take you right to my calendar. You can pick a 15 to 30 minute time slot to just have a chat with me, see what I can help you out with in the short amount of time we'll spend on the phone, and look forward to connecting with as many people as I can here in 2019. Already had a few people take advantage of that, and really enjoyed our chat. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. My voice is starting to go again. This pollen is kicking my ass for some reason, but gonna keep doing these. Not gonna let that stop me. All right, guys. Have a great one, and talk with you later.